Hi, I'm Lori Carone, Director here at Octagon Wildlife Sanctuary. We are a safe haven for exotic zoo-type animals and Florida native wildlife.
Our animals come to us from many different situations, which can range from confiscations of illegally owned animals by USDA or Florida Fish and Wildlife, animals that were forced to perform in a circus or roadside attractions or private zoos, or animals that are just dropped off at our gate. Since our inception in the 1970s, Octagon has continued its success in the rescue and rehabilitation of over 1,000 different species of exotic animals. When an animal is placed here by Florida Fish and Wildlife or USDA, they remain here for life.
This is the first enclosure that was built by Peter and his father Omar to house Tootsie from the Gentle Ben series. After finding the bears, he built this in 72 hours and lured them in with a blueberry pie. This was only supposed to be a temporary housing for the bears until Fish and Game figured out what to do with the bears. That's when Pete and Omar decided to start helping exotic zoo-type animals. That's when Octagon began.
We provide all of the care and the cost that is needed to give them a healthy, safe, and happy environment. We are completely nonprofit and receive no funding from state or federal agencies. We truly rely on donations from generous donors, fundraisers, and sponsors, along with a dedicated staff of volunteers. We have many dedicated and reliable volunteers that go through extensive training in caring for our animals. And because of the special needs of our animals, close attention is necessary to ensure the animals are provided with a healthy diet, a clean environment, and a safe home.
It's all for the animals.
First thing each morning, we do a walk around and inspect each animal to make sure that they are bright, alert, and responsive. Each volunteer has a designated area to clean every day. Raking and removing of waste and leftover food is necessary to ensure a sanitary environment.
Oh, looky here. This is a whisker. A lot of the tigers lose these, and I found probably 100 of them over the last 12 years. A lot of times we give them to kids and stuff.
Using a bleach solution helps with odor control, kills any residual bacteria, and it also sterilizes the enclosure and its perimeter. Careful food preparation is essential. Many of our animals have special diet needs based on their history. Primates like Congo and Ross cannot be given sweets or sugar because, just like humans, they develop diabetes.
He's got a thing about men.
It's all for the animals.
Our passion here is to do everything that we can and everything that is needed for the well-being of our animals.
This is my favorite animal here. It is Jackie.
Bears are omnivores, so they eat vegetables, fruit, and proteins every day, along with a meat supplement. Our food is donated by the local community, Harry Chapin Food Bank, Winn-Dixie, and Target. We are given fresh beef, pork, chicken, and fish for our animals.
Well, if you volunteer for 4 or 5 years like we have, you slowly start to turn and look like animals.
Each animal gets a diet that closely represents what they eat in the wild. We fast our cats, which enables them to properly digest bones and meat. We also make sure that we're feeding them the meats they like. Some of our residents, like Onyx, need special diet consideration. because as a cub he received only bottled milk and no meat. Therefore, his digestive system never developed properly.
In order to feed the medicines at Octagon, make a little slice in the meat with a knife. You take the medicine and you put it in that slice, and that way the meat disguises the smell of the medicine and the animal eats the meat.
Mufasa's on a multi-source vitamin to get his mane to come back because he was malnutritioned.
Good boy. Yeah.
It's all for the animals.
None of the animals here have been taken from the wild, and because they were raised in captivity, they were never taught nor learned how to survive in the wild. They were bottle-fed and developed a unique trust bond with their surrogate parent. For these reasons, they can never be released into the wild. Our animals serve as ambassadors for their wild counterparts. We have many native species like cougar, bobcats, and coyotes, just to name a few. Next to the parking area, we have built a home for goats, donkeys, and chickens. We all enjoy providing education to all of our visitors, young and old. All of our animals have been confiscated by either Fish and Wildlife or USDA, or dropped off at our gates. That happens too. We have community events and a free day every spring. Many people have not had the opportunity to observe the management of exotic animals and see tigers, bears, and lions as dangerous predators.
It's all for the animals.
Oh, we couldn't ask for anything easier than that.
Hello. Hi. So this is Zulu. Zulu's one of the animals that came into our sanctuary from an abuse situation. First year of his life he did spend in a dog crate, so if you take a look at his face, if you look, you can actually see that he's got scars on his nose and on the side of his face.
We open our adventure and all that we have to offer to anyone who want to share in this special experience.
It's all for the animals.
It's all for the animals.
We also invite college interns to join us in the summer months.
Frankie's my first subject I'm doing, and I'm essentially doing a thesis on how enrichment and human interaction affects tiger behavioral patterns in their captive setting.
None of the volunteers are ever allowed to touch any of our animals. When you visit the sanctuary, you will see the animals from just a few feet away, so remember to bring your camera. This is a unique experience that many sanctuaries don't offer. If you have any questions, just ask any volunteer. Unlike animals raised in the wild, animals raised in captivity lose their fear of people. This enables us to develop a very unique relationship with them, and it's based on trust, respect, and empathy for them. Most of the animals recognize us and will even choose their favorite person to greet.
It's all for the animals.
Many of the volunteers have learned to associate the animals' vocalizations, their behavior and body language as a friendly greeting that is not aggressive. Tigers vocalize by chuffing, which is a friendly greeting. They will even walk toward us and rub against the enclosure. It is important for the volunteers to understand each animal as an individual.
Hi. Hello, gorgeous. Hi, sweetheart. She's awesome. She's nearly 50 years old.
We do not train them to do tricks for food or entertain us. They are not our pets. Octagon is not a zoo. We do not breed our animals, and we provide a safe haven for many animals that were formerly kept in private zoos, illegally owned, and neglected in breeding facilities. Octagon provides care through our veterinarian program. We work with many local veterinarians and rely on their guidance and counsel for our animals' well-being, if needed. Frankie was just 2 years old when he needed to have a canine removed, which aired on a local news channel, but he made a full recovery in a very short time. We do all that it takes. There's this, there's that, sometimes this, and sometimes that. No table manners here. Come share the experience.
You're sure?
Just took a test. It's just another day with the animals.
Hi folks, come on up. Welcome to the Octagon. How are you? Good, how are you? You guys first time here? Yes. Well, thanks for coming. We appreciate you.
It's all about the animals.
We love them.
We
They
do love them.
us. They're awesome.
I love Frankie. He's a 350-pound tiger, and I just love the heck out of him.
It takes personal sacrifice, the commitment from our volunteers, local community support, and random acts of kindness. We thank you for your continued support and your generous donations. Our mission is to provide for the animals who were never given a chance to live a natural life in the wild.